The opposite scenario played out in Johnson County on Sunday. 2 tornadoes touched down, but the sirens never went off. I'm Lauren Halifax.
And I'm John Holt. There's a reason for that. The Johnson County Emergency Management Team is sharing just what happened and why. Fox 4's Malik Jackson in North Overland Park tonight near I-35 and 75th. Malik, what did you learn?
Yeah, for starters, they were clear. In the last 15 years, they could only point to 2 occasions, this being one where something like this has happened. A tornado touching down, and there were no sirens, meaning there was no warning. They say, in other words, this was an anomaly.
Some rotation in Overland Park.
This is where the dedicated men and women of the Johnson County Emergency Management Team work. One of, if not the biggest job they have is sounding the sirens when there is a tornado warning. On Sunday night, Johnson County saw 2 tornadoes touching down, both EF1s, and there were no sirens.
And we activate our outdoor warning sirens with very specific criteria. One of those being the National Weather Service issues a tornado warning.
The other 2 options include reports from storm spotters sent out by the emergency management team or information from public officials. None of the 3 happened. On top of that, the storms were moving rapidly, so it would have been challenging to issue that warning. Not to mention the touchdowns were brief, and most of the damage you may have seen is not from tornadoes, but powerful straight-line winds.
Just be weather aware. I know we say that a lot, but that's really the first step, is knowing what potentially could happen. Weather just inherently is unpredictable. I know we have, you can predict it as best you can, but it takes a split second for it to take a totally different path.
And there was also a severe thunderstorm warning on Sunday night, and she says that also in that detailed action steps to be prepared for anything. The most important thing she said in there, John and Lauren, that's to be weather aware, something we tell you quite often, guys.
They paying royalties for that? Isn't that our weather aware? Malik Jackson, thanks so much.
Here's Joe.
On a related note, the way this spring is going, I'll be retiring tomorrow and collecting those royalties.